I'm Zorla, and guess what? Turtle's coming out! For anyone that doesn't know, Turtle is the latest Merc addition to the Engineer Squad, and he comes with a deployable shield. I reached out to some competitive players to get their thoughts on Turtle. With me I have Zeon, whfsdude, and ArmuH. Let's get started. Do you guys think Turtle will be changing the current meta?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like introducing a Merc similar to Aura, where you have this just powerful ability that you're going to want to run, or you're going to want to play around.
I think it also shifts the meta from Fletcher to Turtle for at least defense. Suppose like Bridge, where you prepare the gen after the EV is done. Instead of taking Fletcher, you can take a Turtle, put the shield up on the door, and start repairing, which works a lot better than throwing stickies in the alley.
It will be a strong option. What am I trying to say?
Or defense.
Defense.
No, like compared to Fletcher, like, you know, like Turtle will be good option compared
It's
to
like
the other edge. Like he's
rival.
gonna be on the same level. Yeah, rival.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because I mean, there was no competition between like Bushwhacker and Proxy. Like Fletcher's always just been better, so Turtle actually can compete with Fletcher.
Do you think you're always going to run a Turtle? Do you think like on a map you're going to be like, I always need an Aura, so someone in our team always has to bring a Turtle?
It depends. I mean, I guess your team setup would depend on the enemy teams. If they have like naders and airstrike mercs on open maps, you'd rather go with a different merc rather than Turtle.
I think
Yeah, he will be
more for like underground terminal, less for like chapel.
Yeah, because you can't use lasers or airstrikes on those kind of maps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We kind of said underground's better, so what do you guys think are his best maps, and like what would be some examples of why they're his best maps?
So anything linear based without a lot of flanking routes, so where you have a lot of choke points. So that would be terminal, underground, and I actually think chapel he is very effective for certain parts of that map, but not all parts. And,
Yeah, it's like the garage and the part where you put the EV in. I mean, it's already hard to take the heal station and actually stick a shield on there. It's gonna be nigh impossible.
I think he will be strong on Dockyard and Bridge as well, even though those have like open areas, but they also have a lot of closed areas, at least in the last objectives.
Yeah, especially Dockyard last objective. It's quite easy to choke point with the heal station. Now the shield, even easier.
Oh, true. So then, is he a lot better on defense than he is on attacking?
I mean, I guess that goes without saying. It's a defense-orientated Merc. But
I think he will still be useful in attack. Maybe not as good as Fletcher could be, but he can be in some scenarios really strong, I guess.
maybe even
But
like,
potentially.
like last objective Bridge, when you're attacking through main. Normally the enemy team frag grenades on short spawn on the main area, so you can't actually push. If you have a shield there, you can't really do much until you push, which gives you a sort of bolster in your attack, I guess.
it'll also be good on terminal and office. So like if you want to shoot by the door, the office window, you can deploy a shield. It already has a restricted hitbox. I mean that window is hard to shoot through depending on where you are, and then to throw a turtle shield up, it's gonna make it pretty powerful on attack.
Even on the ground MGs it will be strong, because you can just put it on the ground and use it like on Chapel MG and on Dome. I guess there's no other ground MGs on the game, in the game.
Yeah, because I mean MGs are usually balanced by the fact that you're not moving, so your head is easy to hit, but as soon as you have the shield you have 500 HP in front of you. Easy to...
Yeah, at least there's a way to like laser the MG on Chapel, in the red house part. You can laser or artist strike the MG when it's in front of when the shield is in front of it. But if you can actually put it in front of the shield even when there's no ground in front of the MG, then that will be a problem, I think.
I think it's gonna be specifically kind of OP, I'd say, for mercs like Rhino or even snipers if you set a shield up, because it's already very hard to take out a Rhino on a heal station. You stick a shield there and the Rhino's just unkillable.
I hope he will be like a strong pick against snipers, but I also fear that he will be like helping out the snipers when you have a turtle on the same team. Like that can be a problem, but I hope it will mainly be like strong against them. But we will see about that.
Like, he does counter snipers on underground last objective. You know, they plant in the sniper position. You put up a shield, the sniper can do nothing. Nobody can do anything, you just set it up and you kind of get that free defuse.
Yeah, which I guess some say could be OP, but we'll see.
I mean, that goes back to changing the meta, though. By just having the shield, you have to change entirely how you run that plant strat on underground.
Yeah, you have to sort of gear yourself to actually surviving rather than tapping out and sniping from spawn.
You also have to remember you only have 3 Merc slots, and if you pick Turtle instead of Fletcher, for example, then you have to run that in offense as well. But if you pick both Fletcher and Turtle, then you only have 1 spot for something else, for air support, for EV maps, for example. So that's kinda risky as well.
So the shield itself is 500, has 500 health, and then there's a explosive multiplier. Do you, if you're an attacking team, do you think you favor bringing a Phantom to take it down, or do you think you just make sure you always run a Nader or some heavy Merc to just...
I'd say it depends on the map. Like underground, on certain spots like the roof, if they have the shield that's slightly behind the pipes where you can't actually nade directly, I think having a Phantom underneath the roof could easily work because the pulse radius is quite large. You can sort of EMP without even having to see the enemy.
Yeah, within the few pugs that I've done, Phantom seems to be a really, really good counter to the shield.
I mean, that's good in a sense since part of the meta, like, no one ever used Phantom. Really, at least.
Bringing Phantom back into the meta.
And Stoker will probably be like more viable as well now, as well as Phantom. Like it will be a buff for both Phantom and Stoker, indirect buff for sure. But I'm not sure if it's worth to pick Phantom over like if you play on open map, you could always pick Kira or Arti to destroy the shield in open areas. Or then if you play in a closed map, you can always pick Stoker or Nader. I mean, Phantom can be useful, but I think mainly it's Nader or Stoker.
Yeah, I could see that. So, final thoughts on Turtle?
I'd say when he first comes in, he might be a bit too strong, but I mean, there's always room to change him if he is too strong, especially in ranked, since you can stack more than 1 Merc, having quite a few shields, and like each map has at least 3 choke points, or even 2. Now if you have 2 shields covering each choke point, it becomes quite hard to attack.
Oh, I could see that being hard in like underground or terminal.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Ooh.
At least there will be
a problem with the actual map.
At least there will be like potentially something to play instead of Fletcher, which is...
That is true, that's very true.
Yeah, content update.
Refreshing for sure.
Yeah, watch first week of ranked on the next season, just turtle spam.
Yeah, I think it's going to force a lot of people to rethink their strategies, and I think that's a really good thing for a game that has had new Mercs, but I don't think we've ever had a Merc that has really challenged sort of the meta of quite like Turtle will be doing. I think Turtle's going to be a game changer, but I don't think he's going to be Thunder level of a game changer during that initial release.
These are our opinions on Turtle, so tell me what you think Turtle's going to be bringing to Dirty Bomb and what you're hoping for with his release. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, why not hit the subscribe button, and if you have any feedback for me, drop it in the comments below. I'm off. Catch you guys later.